Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel and this is my dog Bo. I think you can kind of see him. We are going to keep things short and sweet today. We're going to focus on the hips and hamstrings. So find just a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in child's pose. So you can come over onto your knees and bring them out nice and wide, and your big toes can come nice and close together. And then let's start to sit back on top of our heels. From here, you can start to bring your hands back to the mat, but I want you to push into your fingertips, your palms, and keep your hips as close to your heels as you can. They might lift slightly, that's okay, but just try to keep them down towards your heels, pushing into the fingertips or the palms, and then slowly just starting to let your chest and your tummy kind of fall between your knees. And rest your forehead, take a nice big breath in and out. Take another nice big inhale. And exhale, soften your shoulders, take a big breath in and out. Nice, you guys. I'm going to get you to either stay just like this if you are feeling the love through the hips. But if you want a little extra, you could actually bring some space between your big toes so your feet are no longer together, but push into the fingertips or the palms to send your hips back to your heels. And maybe you're going to feel this a little bit more. Let the chest get heavy again. Relax your shoulders. You might slightly be pushing into your palms still to keep sending the hips back. And then one more chance to adjust. You can stay as you are, or maybe you're going to bring the feet out even wider. The wider the feet, the harder it is to be sending those hips back towards the heels, but the more you should feel those hips. Let the chest get heavy again. Close your eyes. Take a nice big breath in and out. Awesome job, you guys. With an inhale, let's all start to lift. Lift the forehead, lift the chest, lift the hips. Walk your hands in under your shoulders. Bring your knees in under your hips. Maybe take a little rock side to side. Just kind of let that nice hip stretch start to go. And then we're going to be bringing our right foot forwards and setting up a lunge. So bring that right foot forwards. Keep your back knee down. If you want some extra cushion, you could roll your mat over. But I want you to keep your chest low and find that left hip flexor. So sinking those hips forwards and down. You might need to stagger that back knee or slide it back just slightly to find a little extra length through that hip. Soften through your shoulders. Let's stay for an inhale. And use the exhale to send the hips back and find some length through the front leg for your half split. Maybe point your toes up to the ceiling. Drop your chest a little more if you'd like, and use an inhale. Shift your weight forwards back into your lunge. Soften the hips. Stay for an inhale and an exhale. Send the hips back. Straighten the front leg. Find that hamstring. Awesome, you guys. Use an inhale. Send the hips forwards again. Maybe your chest can get a little heavier on your front knee. Sink into those hips. Stay for an inhale. And let the exhale send the hips back. Half split. Point your toes up to the ceiling if you want a little extra. Drop your chest a little more if you want a little extra. Awesome job, you guys. Use an inhale. Shift your weight forwards again. This time, let's heel toe the front foot over to the right side of the mat. Bring your hands to the inside of that foot for our lizard. Let the hips get heavy. You might find your forearms. You might just stay on your palms. But just soften your shoulders. Let your hips get heavier. Awesome work, you guys. If you're on your forearms, come back up onto your hands. Heel toe your front foot to the middle of your mat. Plant your hands and slide that right knee back so you end up in your tabletop. Take your hips for a bit of a rock side to side if you want to shake it out a little. And then our left foot is going to come forwards, setting up our lunge on the other side. Roll your mat over if you want that cushion for your back knee. Kind of stagger that back knee back as well so you find that really awesome hip flexor stretch. Let your upper body get heavier. Soften your hips. Let's find the breath. Stay for an inhale. And with the exhale, send the hips back. Point your toes up maybe. Half split. Nice job, you guys. And inhale. Shift your weight forwards again. Find your lunge and your hip flexor. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, send the hips back. Nice job, you guys. With an inhale, shift your weight forwards. Soften the hips on the exhale. Take one more inhale. Use the exhale to send the hips back. Last half split. Awesome work, you guys. Using an inhale, shift your weight forward again. Set up your lunge and heel toe your foot to the left side. Lizard. Bring your hands under your shoulders to the inside of that front foot. Let the hips get heavier. Stay on the palms or lower down to your forearms. Soften your shoulders. Nice job, you guys. Using an inhale, climb back up onto your hands if you aren't there already. And heel toe your foot to the middle of your mat. Plant your hands, send that left knee back into your tabletop. A little rock side to side for those hips if you'd like. And then we're going to cross our ankles and sit down. So you can bring your legs out in front. So options. Both of our legs are going to come out in front. You can have your knees bent, your feet together. I'm going to bring my feet about mat width apart. Your knees can still be bent, or maybe they're straight, but we're going to take a forward fold. So take an inhale to lengthen your spine, point your toes up towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, add a tip forwards if you want to. Remember, your knees can stay bent. Your feet might be together. And just soften through the shoulders. Find that lovely hamstring and calf stretch. Nice job, you guys. Using an inhale, lift your upper body back up, lengthen through the spine. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together, our knees out nice and wide. Take a big inhale as you lengthen, you sit tall in your butterfly, and exhale, tip forwards if you'd like to tip forwards. Soften the shoulders again. Maybe wiggle the toes. Finding the breath. Nice job, you guys. Use an inhale, lift your upper body up. Keep your left leg as it is and just send the right leg out. You can bring your left foot to your inner thighs. You inhale, lengthen through the spine again. Exhale, fold forwards. Point your toes up to the ceiling. Lower the chest towards your knee or just stay sitting tall. You might feel that hamstring by just flexing the foot, pointing your toes up. And using an inhale, we're lifting back up. Send the left leg out, bring the right foot to the inner thigh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, add your forward fold. Nice work, you guys. If you're folding, use an inhale. Find your way back up. You can bring your left leg in. You can find a nice comfy seat. Your hands can also come together in front of your heart. That is it. That is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, namaste.